Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to explore an exciting topic: sound devices. These special tools make words more fun and interesting to read and hear. Are you ready to learn how they work? Let's begin. Have you ever read a poem or a story that sounded musical or fun? That's because of sound devices. These are special techniques that make writing more exciting. They help create rhythm, repetition, and even sound effects in what we read. Let's explore some of them today. There are many sound devices, but today we will focus on four: onomatopoeia, alliteration, assonance, and consonance. Each one adds something special to writing. Let's start with the first one: onomatopoeia. Have you ever heard a word that sounds exactly like the noise it makes? That's onomatopoeia. It is when words imitate sounds. For example, boom sounds like an explosion, and meow sounds like a cat. These words make writing more fun and realistic. Let's see onomatopoeia in action. In the sentence, the bees buzzed around the flowers. The word buzzed sounds just like the noise bees make. Can you find the onomatopoeia in the other sentences? Listen for words that mimic real sounds. The thunder boomed in the sky. The water splashed in the pool. Alliteration is when the same sound is repeated at the beginning of words. It makes sentences fun to say. Try saying this quickly. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Can you feel the rhythm? Now, let's practice. Read these sentences aloud and listen for the repeated sounds. In Big Brown Bear's Bounce, which letter sound is repeated? That's right, the B sound. This is how alliteration creates rhythm in writing. Next up is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in words that are close together. It creates a musical effect in writing. For example, in go and mow the lawn. Can you hear the repeated long O sound? That's assonance. Each of these sentences has a repeated vowel sound. Listen closely. What vowel sound do you hear in the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain? That's right, the long A sound. Assonance makes sentences sound smooth and poetic. Consonance is when consonant sounds are repeated in words that are close together. Unlike alliteration, the repeated sounds can appear anywhere in the words, not just at the beginning. For example, in Peter Patter, the t and r sounds repeat, creating a rhythmic effect. Now, let's find the consonants in these sentences. Listen to Mike likes his bike. Can you hear the k sound repeating? Consonance makes writing more musical and enjoyable to read. Sound devices make language exciting. Imagine reading a story without any rhythm or sound effects. It wouldn't be as fun, right? They help create rhythm, makes more makes words more interesting, and even help us remember things more easily. That's why they are important in writing. Let's test what we've learned. Look at each sentence and try to figure out which sound device it uses. Listen carefully to the words and the sounds they make. Ready? Let's go. The fire crackled in the fireplace. That's onomatopoeia. Daring dogs dance down the dusty dunes. It's alliteration. He slips and whips by the deep sea. That is assonance. The frog croaks in the fog. It's consonance. Great job, everyone! You've learned about onomatopoeia, alliteration, assonance, and consonance. And keep listening for sound devices in books, songs, and poems. They make language fun and exciting. Thank you for joining today's lesson.